Dalton, JJ the other day talked about you being in a top certain percent of shooters already in the NBA, and I just wonder, as you start to envision, how do you focus on certain elements like the shooting, maybe defense, that are different from U.S. that kind of carry the whole load, right, at Tennessee? How do you think that evolves?
Just being myself, just going out there and not only just shooting the ball, but being an all-around player, just going out there, defending, rebounding, passing, and just being out there competing on the floor with all my teammates.
And then, Bronny, just starting with basketball, what have these last couple months been like with you in the building, with the coaching staff, learning some of the terminology? What stood out to you the most?
It's me being a sponge, coming in, getting my work in the morning, and learning from all the vets and people that have been here longer than me. I feel like that's what I've been focusing on, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of the year.
Hey guys, one for each of you. Dalton first. What has JJ said to you about kind of your plug and play sort of nature, and do you see a pathway for yourself to the rotation?
Yeah, for sure. I just he said just kind of be yourself, always go out there, compete, and be better than you were yesterday is really all. Just go out there, compete at a high level, and just learn from all the vets, and obviously I'll learn from JJ as well.
Bronny, today obviously surreal for a bunch of different reasons, but not try to take your dad out of it for you to accomplish this, especially considering what had happened last summer. How special has today been? Has today been kind of a pinch me day a little bit for you?
Yeah, for sure. All the cameras and stuff that are going around feels good, but the work is yet to come. I'm just looking forward to coming in and working with my guys and competing every day, because that's really what I want to do, and that's what I wanted to do since I've started taking basketball seriously. So I'm just coming in and trying to be my best every day.
Guys, good to see you both. Dalton, I'll start with you. You're going to be practicing with some accomplished vets here. I saw some footage this summer. You're working out with some accomplished vets who aren't Lakers. Can you tell me a little about those workouts with former NBA All-Stars?
Yeah, it was cool to be in the gym with all those guys and learn from them, see how they see the floor, and just ask for some advice and ask as many questions as I could. It was good just to work out with those guys.
And Bronny, are you guys going to be commuting together, or any you and your dad? Do you know any of that? Are you going to sync up your rides to and from practice or anything like that?
Definitely not. It's already so much that we've been grouped together as. I'd like to stay as away as possible from that guy. Appreciate you.
This one's for both of you, but JJ's talked about since the voluntary workouts have started with the one-on-ones and two-on-twos and the group stuff, that he's seen a lot of progress out of the younger players on the team. In what way do you feel like you guys have each improved over the last couple of months since being in here?
For us, I've just coming in and getting better every day. We come in and put our work in the weight room, come on the court, get our hours in. But just being a sponge, I feel like that's the most important part for us young guys to do. Just coming in and learning every day and continuing to get better every day.
Yeah, like you said, just coming in every day, competing. And just also, like you said, soaking it all in like a sponge, just trying to learn as much as you can from the vets. And, yeah.
Bronny, Dalton, for both of you guys, kind of on that note, what's been the emphasis of your skill work since Summer League ended?
I would say just staying in the weight room as much as you can and going out there, competing on the floor. Learn from JJ, doing the one-on-one, 2-on-2, 3-on-3 stuff, just learning the schemes and stuff. So I'd say that.
Yeah, just learning game plan, learning playbooks, but also, trying to get our bodies right in the weight room, stuff like that, getting in condition, NBA condition. Just improving every day.
Hey, Bronny. There's a lot of guys in the NBA whose fathers played in the NBA. You just may be the world's most foremost expert on having a famous dad, considering who your dad is. how do you approach being your own guy the way a lot of guys around the league have had to also in the shadow of pretty famous fathers?
I just continue to try to be myself every day, doing the things I love since I've, been a kid, and just trying to keep that routine up and being myself, but also, taking the time to tune out all the noise and tune out all the people that, don't think I should be here, while also trying to, get in the gym, put my work in, and keep, improving myself every day.
Hey, Bronny. What are you most excited about in terms of sharing a locker room and a court with your dad? And then what specifically do you fear? Or what are the unique challenges for this situation?
What am I most looking forward to? More like I think I'm most looking forward to practice, like just going head to head with each other. I feel like that's such a crazy feeling to be in practice with your dad, and competing at a high level. But on the other side of that, having to go against LeBron James is kind of a lot in practice every day. So but yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well.
Darren Haynes, K-Cow. Bronny, and another one for you. It looks like your dad's having so much fun seeing you here. But describe what it's like for you to do your media day and you look over and your dad's right there too.
And that, again, just crazy feeling. Was actually doing my radio over there, just looking over my dad taking pictures. It was like, what's going on right now is literally my thoughts. But yeah, just trying to take it all in, and I'm extremely, grateful for the opportunity.
Ronnie, Jim Hill, KKL9. What advice did your father give you about today and what you should and shouldn't do?
Just be myself. Pretty sure that he knows I'm a smart guy and not going out here saying some stuff that I shouldn't be saying. So yeah, just coming out here and being myself is the main thing.
Lauren Jones, Sporting Tribune. So, Bronny, I have to ask you, over the course of this summer, from being drafted, the adversity that you faced last season, leading into this season, going to the Olympics, getting to witness your dad win a gold medal, what has been kind of the highlight for you over this, fast forwarding to now, and how do you take kind of the adversity that you suffered during last year and kind of propel you into this upcoming season?
I think the main thing for me is just continuing to put in the work after, being reset. I feel like it's just made me into a stronger individual. So yeah, just taking all that fuel and stuff, that criticism and backlash that people have given me, and turning it into something that can fuel me and get me up every day and get in the gym, get my work in every day. And I feel like that's, been the most important part of why I've been getting better all summer.
Hey, Bronny. I mean, you've obviously had to field a ton of questions about the father-son relationship. I'm sure you expected that coming into this. But who is Bronny James, the basketball player? Like, what can people looking to watch you next year expect? And if you don't know the answer to that yet, what are you hoping to learn about yourself this year?
Yeah, I could definitely say I'm just a smart player. I'm not gonna go in there lost, looking like I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, just being a hard nose on the defensive end, and just playing my role on the offensive end while being able to create a shot myself. But I don't definitely know what my role is going to be this year. So I'm waiting to get into practice and fill it out.
What's up, Bronny? Baker from SiriusXM. As you approach your rookie year, how do you feel mentally and physically as you transition from playing from college and then now in the big league?
I've been focusing on that type of stuff all summer, so I feel great. Been in the gym, been in the lab, been on the court, been in the weight room. Trying to get my physical and my mental right. So yeah, I feel great going into the season.
Dalton, earlier this summer you told us about watching film with your college coach and Reddick being one of the guys that you watched. Have you started to get more time or to think about working with him now? Okay, here's what to do as a movement shooter. Have you gotten on the court with him, and have you started to notice how that could benefit you?
Yeah, during summer league we kind of got on the court a little bit for the first time, but being in the gym every single day, being on the court, you get to learn from him. He always goes out there and stops the drill if you're not doing it right, and he's real coach. Like, he's real coachable, and we get to learn from him. And it's been good just because, like you said, I watched him in college, and now I got him as my coach. It's really good just to, if I have any questions, go ask him straight up and text him.
And then, Bronny, it seemed like you got stronger as summer league went on. With all the time that you missed leading up to that, do you feel like you've now gotten to get back in like the shape that you're used to as a basketball player?
Yeah.
Does that make you a different player?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I really never know when I will get to that point where I was before I had that accident. So, I'm just taking it day by day and trying my hardest to, put in that work every day and get to what I thought back was. Yeah.
Bronny, over here to your right. A lot was made when your dad banished the word dad from practices. What did you make of him saying that, and how much thought have you given to what you're going to call him in practice?
I haven't given it any thought. Whatever comes out of my mouth when I'm trying to speak to him is what he's going to accept. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really mean much. I don't know what to say about that, but I haven't really addressed him in any way yet. So we'll see how that goes.
Cat gets traded, big trade in the week. Just what's your kind of overall reaction thinking to what Cat meant to you in your career, and then the changes that are coming with Julius and Dante coming?
I mean, I think everybody know Cat, my brother, so that definitely hurt. But it's a business, so I just got to roll with it. And I'm ready to get they're not here yet, so I'm ready to get to know them and try to figure it out and get it figured out as fast as we can, because we're trying to get back to where we was and go even farther.
Does that come as a surprise to you? Do they check in with you and like, hey?
I was on a plane, so they couldn't really check. Yeah, I was in the air, so they couldn't really check in with me.
What was it like just building that relationship with Cat over these last few years?
It was incredible. That's what we talked about once I landed. Like, we talked on the phone, like through messages, and we was just, talking to each other about everything, like how it started. And he sent me a picture of him in the gym at like 3 in the morning, so that was kind of funny.
Anthony, do you look at it as your job to make Julius feel at home? And are you the leader now, or you got to be the one that brings him in and works with him? And
I would guess, yeah. I mean, I think I got the most years on the team now as far as in Minnesota besides Nas. I think I'm right after Nas by a year, so I think I'm probably going to have to be the person that gets him, comfortable.
What does that mean when you say make him comfortable? Like, for you, what will you do?
I mean, he's a basketball player, so of course he's going to be involved with basketball. Just let him know, like, whatever you did over there, come do it over here. We just want to win, Same rules apply. We just want to win. So it should be pretty simple for him to, get in line with everything that we're trying to do.
What part of your game have you worked on to elevate this year?
My catch and shoot tray ball.
And in regard to Rudy, some things that get said about him from whether it's former players in the league, current players in the league. You've been a teammate of his for a couple of years. You've been a staunch defender of his. When you hear things like that, a staunch defender of his. When you hear things,
teammate of his,
like you've always been like a big defender, like defended him seriously. When you hear things like that said about him, what does that make you feel? How do you react to something like that when you hear things like that said about him?
What happened? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what happened.
It's just stuff like something like Shaq. Just.
I haven't been on social media.
Okay, that's not worried.
My guy right here in front of you runs my social media, so I don't. Yeah, I don't see any of those things.
It's not worried.
But yeah, I don't know why they talk about. I mean, I don't know what happened, but I don't know why they talk about Rudy, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Continuously, he's going to continue to prove himself. So yeah, I don't know why they talk about him. He shouldn't worry about it. We not worry about it.
And Tim Conley said just a few minutes ago that you have the potential to be the best player ever. Is that too much for big expectations, or is that rate aligned with the way you think?
I think you know what I think, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just getting you to say it.
I mean, yeah, I think he's right.
And you talk about being the a leader of this team now. It seems like at the end of last season when Carl got hurt was your first time. I mean, obviously he came back for the playoffs, but those like last 20 games of the year, it was really like Ant's team. What did you take from that time? What like grew in you at kind of at the end of last season that makes you feel like you can be the number one option kind of on your own?
I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of weird to talk about it because he just got traded. So that's my dog, man. It wasn't like a 1 or 2 situation. It was we both was the one. We just played off of each other. So I mean, I'm happy to be whatever the guy that they want me to be now. But we was just together, so it's hard for me to talk.
What's the guy you want to be now?
The guy that the team needs me to be, whether it's scoring, passing, defending, getting rebounds, or just showing everybody that I'm coachable. Because Finchy, he coach hard, man. So just being a leader by example, just letting him coach me and not really, saying anything back. Just, being a good player.
And last season, at the end of the season, you talked about physicality, being a little bit more in shape. You look a little swollen this year coming in. How are you approaching it, and is the team approaching it the same way, getting stronger?
I like that, man. Thank you. That showed me I've been in the weight room. Yeah, that was my goals, man. Try to get in the weight room as much as I can this summer to take some fat off. And I think everybody, like our whole team been in there, man. Like I came back right after the USA and got in the gym, and everybody was here. I mean, so it was impressive this summer, and I think everybody tried to put on weight as far as like muscle. Take some fat out, and I think Javar did a great job. Him, Scott, Jenna, the whole team, they did a great job of getting us together this summer. Yes, sir.
And just how did the Olympic experience actually get you ready for the season? Being around, LeBron, Steph, those type of guys. Did you take any routines or see how they did, how they were moving, and just kind of what got you going right now?
Just being in shape. I think that was the best thing about the whole summer. Playing basketball for 2 months. Playing the best basketball of my life for 2 months, playing against the greatest players ever in practice, 5-on-5 continuously. I think that was the best thing, getting in shape. So I came back. I played 5-on-5 like my 3rd day here, and I was still in shape. So I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. So I think that was the best thing I got out of it.
And related to that, being around LeBron, Steph, KD, all these great players, as it pertains to maybe how you handle your day-to-day, your routine, what did you learn from those guys that maybe you're incorporating now about the importance of different aspects of whether it's working out or treatment or whatever?
LeBron got like this little I don't want to like put him out there. He got like this little thing that he do before every game. A great routine that I stole, and I haven't been able to like implement it yet because we haven't played a game. But I told D. Hines about it, so we definitely on it. I took that from Bron. I don't know if he know, but he gonna see this, so now he know.
And we're a full year into your sneaker. Fast forward now, got so many colorways out. A lot of the fans were hitting me up personally asking, what was your favorite, colorway that actually came out that you actually liked?
Right now, I just got some new ones. Yeah. These my favorite right now.
That's a Timberwolves exclusive?
Man, these AE exclusive. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I fuck with him.
And what can we expect from your upcoming Netflix special?
A lot of laughs, especially for me. A lot of laughs, a great time, behind the scenes, super personal. It was great, man. I feel like that was probably one of the best shoots I've been a part of as far as, like, they was with me throughout the whole year, pretty much. And they was never in the way. Always requested, like, ask before they just, we need you. So they was great, man. I appreciate those guys.
And you talk about being the best ever. You played with some guys this summer who are in that conversation. How will you get there?
Just working. I feel like that's the only way, man. Everybody talk about it. I mean, only way it is just work and go out on the court and just believe it. I think a lot of guys got a chance to be really great at this game, but I think they just don't believe it. Some guys put the work in and don't believe it. Some guys believe it and don't put the work in. So I believe it and I put the work in. So if it don't happen, it don't. If it do, it does, which probably will happen.
Bye.